Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope you're having a lovely day. Today I'm going to ask for your help and your understanding. A few days ago, I think actually a week ago, I did a video titled Taylor, Texas City Park Becomes a Data Center, What the F? Now, I use AI for a lot of different things, and I'm not anti-data center, so this is a video that may come as a surprise to those of you out there who are confused as to why it is I'm choosing to focus on this now. And the reason I was choosing to focus on this was the manner within which it was becoming a data center. When you take a look at the deed, there was a gentleman named Howard Bland Cromwell, and he left land to a Texas nonprofit corporation to be held in trust for future use as parkland. He left it for $10, and this is about 87.7 acres. That's a lot of land to give somebody for $10. He did it because he wanted his community to have a park, and he passed away about 8 years ago. Now, after he passed away, the land got sold to a company called Blueprints to be utilized to build an AI data center close to people's homes. And this is something that I objected to. Now, I've been going over this for the past week, and there's something that I noticed while I was going over it. And this is where I can use your help, because it's something that I've noticed has been happening to people on YouTube who talk about data center stuff. I started getting all of these bot comments on my channel, and I'm going to show you what a lot of them are. I'm going to link you to all of them. I've actually been archiving them for documentation, and I want to try and figure out who is behind this and make sure that this does not win. Because what I've noticed with other YouTubers as well is that the moment there's YouTubers that start saying anything negative about the construction of a data center, what I've noticed is that their reputation starts to get tarnished and hammered online viciously by everything from AI bots to these fake researchers that come out of nowhere and start writing these 16-page hit pieces on them. And I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that this is an AI bot, and so do you. When you see the manner in which they speak, this is not how people type. None of this is how people type. This is not how normal people speak. The M dash is the it's not this, it's that. And these comments started showing up less than an hour after the video had been produced. So somebody had to be waiting there for this video to show up, or somebody's just monitoring my channel for the moment that it pops up, because this didn't happen after this appeared in front page Reddit. This didn't get astroturfed with these weird AI bot comments after I got featured in the news. It happened within an hour of me posting the video, which is crazy. And so what I've done on this page is twofold. The first thing I did is I archived all of the bot comments and I screenshot them so that they can't get deleted later. And the second thing that I did is I created a detailed rebuttal with facts, evidence, and citations to every single one of their arguments. So for each one of these, there are 4 public meetings, nothing was hidden. You're supposed to notify people within 200 feet of a rezoning, and the city's land was around the rezoning, so literally the city only had to inform themselves. The land was zoned for industrial for decades, and it was never a park. It was zoned as industrial as far back as 2005, but the deed saying it had to be used as a park was from 1999. Nice try. The city kept a buffer. There is a park 2,000 feet away and 20 million going to schools. Yeah, the buffer did work, but that's most of it for the city, because you're supposed to inform people within 200 feet that this is happening, and they didn't have to inform anybody because of that buffer existing. I went through every single one of the bullshit points that those bots came up with, because I believe that those bots are going to be making the same arguments that people are going to be making on this Thursday when they're going to be having a city council meeting. Taylor City Council is actually putting this up for discussion this Thursday because of the amount of pushback against that data center being built, and I think that's great. And I want all of you who are showing up to have the information and be armed with the knowledge, the arguments, and the citations, so that you're not just sitting there screaming, we don't want the data center, but so that you could push back against every single one of these bullshit arguments that they've made. And I've given you all the information that you need in order to do that. I've also given you all of the citations and links. It's all done here in a nice, clean manner, so that when you're fighting and pushing back against this, you have all the information you need to sound like an informed person rather than just some screeching protester. It's very important to me. And I also want to see if we can get as many people as possible to show up at 6 p.m. Taylor Town Hall. I'm going to leave the address down below this Thursday. So Thursday, July 9th, 6 p.m. Central Time. Can you be there? I want as many people from the city of Taylor to show up as possible. And here's the thing that's very important. I want you to be polite, you're going to be cordial, and you're going to be respectful, and you can address decently. Seriously, I am not kidding. I do not want anybody who shows up to be able to be painted as that protester that breaks windows and yells and screeches and is just a meme. You're not going to act like or look like somebody that the opposition can make out into being a laughingstock, and I'm going to hold myself to that same standard. I want you all to be equipped with the information that you need to push back against this in an organized way. That's why I'm going through this quote by quote. That's why I'm providing citations for everything that I say, so that you can even print out those citations and you you can show it to them. I want you to show up as the best version of yourself, as an organized group of people that mean business, not just a bunch of people screaming about something that you don't want. I've decided, because somebody chose to bot the comments of my video, I don't know who it is, but because somebody chose to do that, I'm going to focus on this twice as much as I did before. I'm actually going to start looking into this all around the state of Texas. I want to see how many times something similar to this has occurred. I'm getting an infrasound recording set up so that I have the ability to record what is coming out of the data centers that exist. I got my P-Track 8525 particle counter fixed. Right here, baby. We're going to be measuring the air quality in the area. And I'm going to be doing everything that I can to look into this stuff, because I wasn't anti-AI data center before. I actually didn't care because I use a lot of this stuff in my own life. But if there are people getting paid to bot my comment section within an hour of a video showing up with AstroTurf bullshit, maybe I need to change my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I need to start exploring the other side of this. You've convinced me. I'm going to be doing a lot of this. And as I do this work, you're going to find that Substack articles start popping up about me. You're going to see people start to dig into things and try to come up with all these ways to paint me as an asshole. And I'm going to ask for your support during that time period, because I see what they've been doing to people who have smaller follower numbers than I do on YouTube when they say even the slightest thing that cuts against the trillions of dollars going into these AI data centers. And I most certainly expect that they're going to start doing it to me. I'm going to ask for your support during that time period, and I'm going to ask that you show up. I'm going to be there to live stream the hearing. I am going to ask that as many of you show up on Thursday at 6 p.m. to the Taylor City Council building that I'm going to link down below. You're going to be respectful, well-dressed, well-groomed, and conduct yourself properly while simultaneously being very firm in saying, this is what we want, this is what we don't want, here are the facts, and we want you to act based on the facts. Don't build this stuff in our community. Don't try to backdoor this stuff in this sneaky manner. And please do understand that there's lots of people in the city council that have nothing to do with the clusterfuck that led to where they are today. It sucks. Their job sucks. Have sympathy for the fact that their job sucks. They're cleaning up messes that other people made. But that is the job that they took on. It sucks, but it's the job that they agreed to. A lot of the times, when you're a politician, your job is cleaning up other people's mess, and it's not going to be fun for them. But let them know that if they do the right thing, that you'll be in it with them together, and that you'll support them through every single thing that they have to deal with. Please show up. I'll be there. I hope you will be too. And I hope that you will come armed with all the information that you need to ensure that you're able to push back against all these arguments. Because I guarantee you, the person that was botting my video with all these comments, there's going to be somebody there on this side. I want you to be well armed with arguments against it. I don't want you to be able to be taken off guard, and I don't want them to be able to make you look like a fool. That's it for today. And as always, I hope you learned something. I'll see you at Thursday, 6 p.m., Taylor, Texas. Nice, about like 100 or 200 mile drive from me, but well worth it. See you in the next one. Bye now. We're not going to let this win.